John, slightly longer feedback on this chapter 3. And you'll understand why when I start. So this chapter is powerful, emotional, and deeply relatable. It's the kind of writing that doesn't just tell a story, it makes the reader feel something. This isn't just about football or bullying or school, it's about something much deeper. The quiet battles we fight within ourselves, the constant struggle between confidence and self-doubt, and the weight of expectations we carry from childhood into adulthood. I saw myself in so much of what you wrote, from the need to be funny, to fit in, to wearing a mask, to avoid being seen as weak, to the way I interacted with my dad and struggled with imposter syndrome. This wasn't just your story, it's mine too, and I imagine a lot of people who read this will feel similar. What I think makes this chapter so strong is that it's just not a series of childhood memories. It's a journey of self-perception and resilience. The details you include, like rubbing mud on your knees so your dad would think you played hard, getting hit in the face with the football and losing all confidence, missing that penalty and being dragged around the changing rooms. These moments don't just paint a picture, they make the reader feel what you've felt. And your relationship with your dad is another thing that really stood out to me. That underlying desire for his approval, the way you saw him as a larger than life figure, the tough old school mentality of get on with it, don't show your emotions, and how that shaped you. It's something I know a lot of men especially will connect with. I certainly did. There's something about growing up in that kind of environment that makes you tough on the outside, but leaves you battling imposter syndrome on the inside. And I think you've captured that dynamic brilliantly. And then there's the final realization, the idea that no one is really watching, no one is waiting for us to fail, because everyone is too busy living their own lives, and the moment in itself is a game changer. So many of us have spent years carrying this invisible pressure, thinking we need to prove something to people who in reality aren't even thinking about us. And that's such an important truth. And the fact that you close the chapter with it makes it even more impactful. If I had any feedback, it would just be to maybe expand slightly on what triggered your confidence comeback before senior school, because that shift was fascinating. What changed in your head that made you walk onto the pitch like a different player again? Even just a couple of extra lines there would help sort of round out that moment. But honestly, this chapter is one of the strongest so far. It's raw, it's honest, and it's deeply human. And that's what makes this book so much more than a guide for leaving the military. It's a blueprint for self-awareness, confidence, and personal growth. John, this book is going to change lives. It's not just about transition. It's about understanding yourself, overcoming the doubts that hold you back, and building the life you deserve. Outstanding work. Looking forward to chapter 4. Later.